Hello, nerds. I know what you want. You're looking for the rumors, aren't you? Well, you've probably come to the right place, because that's what this is. This is the Rumor Mill. This is a section cut out of the much longer main episode over on the main channel, youtube.com/generallynerdy. The name of the show is The Week in Nerddom. We talk about all of the news related to nerdiness and pop culture and such. And then at the end of every episode, we talk about the rumors. And so you just found a cheat code and you went straight to the rumors section, which is, you know, all right. So let's just cut to the rumors now, shall we? Now let's get into the rumor section. One of the shortest rumor sections we've had in a while. Honestly, really had to dig for some of these rumors. So yeah, yeah, we'll get into it. So let's start with confirmations, refutations. We are confirming two things this week. First up, Andy Muschietti is going to be directing the Batman Brave and the Bold movie. I didn't think he was going to. He is. I was wrong. So there you go. From there, the other confirmation is Nintendo Direct. Again, I think I put a fairly low likelihood that this was going to happen this week. Official announcement from Nintendo just a couple days ago. I was wrong twice, unfortunately, but yes, that is what we got for confirmations, refutations. Let's move into new sources for old rumors. We have a new source, honestly, new source in a number of ways, because this is a new source that I've never used before here on the show, and also it's a rumor talking about a rumor we've previously spoken of here on the show. So PlayStation 5 is rumored to be revealing a slim model this year. And then the rumor actually goes on to say that we're going to see a version 2, a more streamlined hardware version, as well as a PlayStation 5 Pro next year. This is, I mean, Sony has come out and explicitly said that they're not going to be doing a slim for the PlayStation 5. So, I mean, we don't do percentage of likelihood for new sources for old rumors, but yeah, this has been shut down by Sony already, and that's just for the slim portion. The 2.0 and the Pro version, I guess it's still possible because Sony hasn't addressed those directly, but if they're not doing a slim, I mean, they've already updated the hardware a number of times. Go watch the Austin Evans video where he takes apart 3 separate PlayStation 5s and they all 3 have different hardware inside. It's the same shell on the outside, but it's completely different on the inside. One of them even has a completely different cooling system. So yeah, this is grasping at straws at best. So that's our only news source. Let's talk about some new rumors. And again, kind of fast and loose with that word rumors for this episode. So first up, we have Dave Filoni's Star Wars movie. We got 2 rumors here. First up is that Alden Ehrenreich is going to be reprising his role as Han Solo. So if the movie is going to be dealing with the Mandalorian side of the universe, why would we have Han directly in, like, this? That just doesn't seem to make sense. But if they do have Han, it only makes sense that they'll use Alden again, because he's the dude that they signed the contract with, and I'm sure his contract has not been met, like his contract terms has not been met. He still has probably a few more movies to do as Han. So if they do have Han in this movie, he will be the guy. So we're going 60% likelihood that this is a thing. The other rumor here is that they're going to be recasting both Luke and Leia for this movie as well. This one, I don't know why. There's no logic behind this feeling, but this feels like it's more likely than Han, just because, I don't know, Han, while I do think that Han is likely to run into bounty hunters before the events of the Holy Trilogy, seems more likely that these Mandalorians not really doing the bounty hunting thing would be more likely to run into Luke and Leia than Han Solo. So we're going to go 70% likely that they will be using and recasting the characters of Luke and Leia. Also kind of explains why they got the YouTuber that Lucasfilm hired to help them with their deepfake stuff, to help them with their de-aging technology, technology. They let him go a little while ago. He's no longer employed at Lucasfilm. It would seem that jibes here because at worst you would have Rogue One, where Grand Moff Tarkin had a few scenes, but every time he was on camera was pretty short so that they could limit the amount of money they had to put into creating Grand Moff Tarkin, right? So if you have these two characters featured heavily in this movie, which the rumor does say, then it would be much more cost effective to have real people playing them rather than trying to deep fake the Luke and Leia we already know and love. So it's not going to make a lot of people happy, but it would make a lot more sense to do it that way. So for the Luke and Leia situation, 70%. From there, we have more Star Wars to talk about, but this one has to do with the Rey movie. The rumor here is that Idris Elba is said to be in talks to play the villain for the Rey movie. This is actually from a tried and true source who's got a pretty good track record, but I haven't been able to corroborate it from anyone. And this is one of those silly rumors where they're in talks to do a thing. There's no way we can confirm that. There's no way we can refute that, because you could say anybody is in talks to do anything, and you can't confirm or deny unless you are one of the two people directly involved with the situation. So 50%, this could go either way. Idris Elba as a villain in a Star Wars movie would probably bring a lot of people in seats. But Idris Elba kind of has a lot on his plate these days, so maybe not. I mean, they could go either way. 50%. From there, we have Deadpool 3 rumor. We have Scarlet Witch is said to be showing up to some capacity in the Deadpool 3 movie. What capacity depends on which source you're going for. Either she's going to be the secondary villain or a cameo or somewhere in between. I give this one 75% to some degree. I don't know specifically how she's going to show up, but she will be in Deadpool 3. Be it as a good guy, as a villain, who cares? Scarlet Witch is going to be there. From there, and I know 75% is not exactly the highest, but there is a strong, it's good. From there, let's talk one more time about Secret Wars. We have a new rumor about the Secret Wars that says that we will be seeing some characters from the Spider-Verse movies show up in the Secret Wars movie. This is still a few years out, so it's going to be a while before we can confirm this, but the rumor does go on to say that it is more likely they will just be a cameo. So this one, being as we don't know the exact details of the Sony contract, it's hard to call this, especially this far out. But I mean, Spider-Verse movies are doing leaps and bounds better than Marvel currently, so anything they can do to attract people to their movie, they're probably going to do. We're going to put this one at about 80% likely that we're going to be seeing some Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse characters. Sorry, forgot the title of the movie. Across Spider-Verse characters in. Once again, these were the rumors from the most recent episode of The Week in Nerddom, found over on the main channel, youtube.com/generally nerdy. The name of the show, once again, The Week in Nerddom. Come back next time, because we got lots more rumors to debunk or possibly give some credence to, or what have you and whatnot. Before we go, though, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.